Football. I'm Reese Davis. David Pollock and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman. The Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Virginia Tech's offense will get the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different...
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Quick strike complete. At the 35, he's open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Quick strike through the air for the score. First touchdown of the game at Lane Stadium, and take my hand, the Hokies want to go to Never Never Land.
That is perfect. That's the way you start a ball game. Get the crowd rolling at home, especially these fans. Virginia Tech has some of the best fans in the country.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Maryland's offense will get the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Quarterback on the keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The sure hands. It's Keith. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Got some room in under the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Hokies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Hokies! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Finds his man. It's Adams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been
Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Washington. Caught close to the marker, it's Adams. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Manning. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Terrapins are on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Buys a little extra time. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Quick pass on the fly motion. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Terrapins! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Handoff from the shotgun. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Grab near the sticks. It's Heath. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Rush is on him. Grabbed over the middle. It's Keith. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. He's got him. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves him with the back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Hokies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Touchdown, Hokies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies, both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
He'll start the return, and the ball's free deep in his own territory. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Slithers into space. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Washington. Got a man, it's Adams. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Maryland!
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Newsome. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing.
Touchdown, Hokie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. That's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Washington. He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Manning. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's McLaurin. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch him. There's so many ways to use him, but exactly. Get it to him. Let him break tackles. Let him make plays. Easy decision.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Terrapins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space. It's McLaurin. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Going for 6. Touchdown, Terrapins! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Jolly. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me.
Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Maryland! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. Brought down at the 31 after of 10 yards on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one.
There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. Runs through a tackle. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cooper. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gets the back moving to the air. It's Washington. Looking left. It's picked off and another empty drive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They want to run it left here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
The Hokies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And the Hokies have it with a first and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. After the run, now to throw. Touchdown, Hokies! Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have been.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Holden finds his man on the left, and he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Got the back over the middle. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense. Whether it be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. To throw, it's Lambert. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes.
Touchdown, Terrapins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 11 over Cal. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Hokies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Scanning the field, it's Lambert. Caught over the middle, it's White. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Jolly. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, Maryland!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Lambert. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 40, there he goes. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Now he's gonna send this one deep to the right. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The Hokies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Gossip. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about